WrestleMania 41, Friday Night SmackDown, go home show. Top to bottom, overall, pretty good episode. Some things to get into for sure. Some Cody Rhodes, some John Cena, some new matches for next week, maybe this week. We'll see where they go. But what do you want to get started with?
First and foremost, we're in person.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Finally,
Should have mentioned
once
that.
again.
Yeah, I should have
Yeah,
mentioned that.
we are finally in person. First time in a while. Second, we're going to be live for WrestleMania 41.
Mhm.
The FAP Reactions reunion with the honorary Oos, who's right behind the camera right now. I am so excited. We'll be live Saturday and Sunday. There'll be other content that comes as well. So make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications. Don't be a bitch. Just do it. It's not that hard. Two buttons. That's all you got to click.
Click them.
Easy. And if you're on your phone, boop, boop, you're done.
It's even easier, honestly. On the phone.
You asked what I want to start with. John Cena's winning.
Yeah, John Cena. But yeah, it's lock it in. John Cena's winning. You don't have Cody Rhodes get the upper hand twice. Two, oh my god, I can't think of the
Crossroads.
crossroads. Oh my god, brain fart. You don't have him hit two crossroads on John Cena. Get the upper hand both times. No Rock involvement at all. The send off of tonight's episode, Cody walking up the ramp a little bit earlier than usual too. Thought we might get the Rock there or something hitting him from behind. You have it end with Cody standing tall. John Cena standing tall on Sunday.
Yeah, I'd have to assume we finally get The Rock,
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
and The Rock helps Cena win. Look, even if the story is The Rock wasn't around and then he showed back up to help Cena win, I needed more. I needed more Rock
Yeah.
involvement in this build. I needed more reason of Cena joining The Rock, like Cena turning heel, being against the fans. We got it. Like I love it.
Hmm.
Why with The Rock? We need that. And yes, we may get it after when The Rock helps him win. I get that. But it just feels weird that we haven't gotten it before the match. So,
Yeah.
look, SmackDown had some dragging moments tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's 3 hours. Too
Yeah,
much.
I'm just glad Mania is finally here.
Yeah, it's about time. We are getting to the day. Tomorrow, it's going to be incredible. SmackDown did drag a little bit tonight at points. Still some good stuff, you know. Early on in the show, we did get that Andre Battle Royal, and I mean, listen,
Hey, moment of silence for the
yeah, I mean,
burial.
just give me a shovel.
Buried, yeah. Get the
Oh,
shovels.
dude.
Uh, you know,
Poor Carmelo Hayes. What
he
are you gonna
just
do? Absolutely
buried,
buried. You know,
buried.
Andrade not on TV, never gets TV time. What are you gonna do, man? It's crazy.
Dude, it's Carmelo Hayes should just request his release.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you know, they're clearly not giving him any sort of avenue here. You know, he's not going to win any other matches. Probably not going to be on TV anymore either. Might as well just leave the
Oh,
company.
dude, they paired him with the Miz. He's
He's
done.
done
He's never
for.
gonna win
He's
anything.
paired with a two-time Grand Slam champion. I mean, you might as well just quit, honestly. You know, it's crazy.
Come
Get
on.
fucking real. Get fucking real. Carmelo, we've been on the wave forever since Carmelo Hayes came into the main roster. Give it time. He had a 7 series with Andrade. It was great. It was a little slow from there on, sure, but you got to give these things time. They're not just going to springboard people into main event pictures in the middle of builds. Andrade wins the Battle Royal. He's going to go on to do great things.
Yeah,
Andrade. Carmelo wins the Battle
yeah,
Royal.
I know what you mean. And they tell the story too of he doesn't win it without the Miz's help.
Hmm.
We'll continue the story with him and the Miz. I'm sure that will end with them facing off at some point and only further propel
Hmm.
Carmelo. And I've already seen the complaints of, oh, this is how it's gonna blah blah blah, whatever. Do you want Carmelo Hayes on TV and getting pushed or not?
Yeah.
Because him being with The Miz is strictly leading to him getting bigger.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Him and Miz could have a tag run. Maybe they get tag titles. Who knows? Or Carmelo at a point is going to turn on the Miz and it's going to send Carmelo further. It is so obvious they are using the Miz to enhance Carmelo. If you watch wrestling,
Yeah.
it's as clear as day. If you're on the opposing view, you don't watch wrestling. Then I guess I don't know what to tell you.
Look, you mentioned the tag titles. We shoot straight from the hip here.
Hmm.
We said how we don't like The Rock not being involved.
Hmm.
We love Carmelo being pushed. We will call things as we see it. And this isn't a vocal minority topic, considering the crowd loudly booed. But the Machine Guns versus the Profits end in a DQ, and they set up fire match, the
Hmm.
exact match we'd want. Triple threat tag team TLC next Friday, not tomorrow or Sunday. First things first, don't they know I have a wedding to go to?
You think they would? We're talking to Triple H all the time. You think he would understand?
Fuck.
It is a bit sad because all six guys, Street Profits, DIY, the Guns, if I get technical, all eight, pretty deadly deserve to be on there too. If you want to
Los
get
Garza's too. They're
Los
fucking
Gars,
great as
yeah,
well.
if you want to get technical, there's 10 guys there that do deserve that Mania tag title match. I understand it's hard to get five teams out there, sure. But I mentioned this during SmackDown tonight when they made that match official. We'll talk about Orton in a moment here, but Orton has his legitimate match cut with Kevin Owens. He's now going to have an open challenge. I have to imagine that no matter who that open challenge goes to, the Orton match probably gets a little bit of time cut in comparison to what it would have been with Owens. So now you have a spare couple minutes to put elsewhere. I listen, this is all me spitballing, but you're going to tell me you couldn't trim 10, 15 minutes to put that match on night one or night two. I think they could have made it happen. I understand 7-7. They want to keep the cards clean. Maybe they don't want to go 8-7, but I don't think you had any reason to push it to SmackDown next week. You could have easily done that at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and look, I love the New Day. I love the match against the War Raiders. I think Big E is going to get involved. I
Yes.
understand why that's on WrestleMania, but story wise,
Yeah.
they pale in comparison to what's gone on for months
Months.
on
Yeah, I mean,
SmackDown.
New Day War Raiders was only built 2 weeks ago,
Pretty
really.
much, yeah.
Yeah, like it is kind of strange that that's getting thrown in. And I get it. There's a lot of title matches on the card too, so you don't want to take any time or ability away from those, but it's for another title match. Like I mean, and it's for again a very prominent division right now, and they got a lot of great stuff working. A TLC match. What was the last TLC match at WrestleMania too? Like that's a historic thing. That could have been an incredible. It's gonna be an incredible match on SmackDown, but I think that would have fit better on WrestleMania, man.
Was the last TLC match the? Oh no, the four-way tag ladder match we saw was just a ladder
That was just a
match.
ladder match, yeah. And then
Yeah,
so was the Hardys' return at 33, and then
that's what I just referenced.
well, 40 was just a ladder match as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
40.
God, I
I thought
forgot
you were
that.
referencing
Oh
40. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
God, I
yeah.
forgot
You could
that.
just use your brain next time.
Yeah, yeah. Don't tell me
Um,
what to do, but okay.
you know,
Yeah.
40 and 33. All the mid card title were just ladder matches. The last
Yeah.
TLC, really, you're dating yourself back to Hardy Boys, Dudley's Edge and Christian.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
I think you're right.
That could have been something iconic to throw a TLC match on the WrestleMania card. And again, it's a stacked card already, but I really think they could have worked it in one way or another. Listen, I can't even confirm this. I believe our honorary Oos had said this earlier. Travis Scott has a performance. Yeah, you can cut some fucking time. Yeah, you could fucking put the ladder match on TV. Not a big deal.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
get rid of that.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking chop that.
It's
But
ridiculous.
you mentioned Orton. That's one of the main topics tonight.
Hmm.
Open challenge as expected. You'd assume Nick Aldis won't be answering it if it shifted to open challenge. Then you'd also assume that Aleister Black won't be answering it because the vignette that we saw that seemed to be him
Hmm.
says next week, which again, Aleister, you know I have a fucking wedding, dude. Now I can't watch it live. I have to see it after. Selfish.
Shame, shame.
Yeah. Now you start thinking of who could accept the open challenge. Rusev is the obvious, seems to be it. I mean, you
Hmm.
said shame us could answer it.
Yeah,
But no, it's probably going to be Rusev,
yeah.
which, look, I love Rusev.
Hmm. Me too.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm cool with it. It'll be a great pop. Rusev's music hit, and if it's that original theme, will be a great pop. Rusev was so over with that crowd too. Happy Rusev Day. So I do think Rusev has that ability to get over like that again. Prior to SmackDown, I had said I would prefer it to be Alistair. I have to imagine they have some sort of plans on paper for Alistair, and the Owens injury is kind of out of random, so they don't want to disrupt the Alistair plans. Rusev comes back, it's him. Solo is still an option, but I just don't foresee it with an open challenge.
Got my wind horse fingers.
Got your Windhorse figures. It's got to be Rusev. Nick Aldis would be great. I actually think that would be an incredible swerve, and I'm not opposed to that at all. But I don't think they would have won the Open Challenge round if that's the case.
Why? Did they just completely stop talking about Ludwig Kaiser,
Yeah, and his match.
Mania Open Challenge,
Yeah.
whatever, demanding a match? Methinks Rusev was going to answer that. And the pivot was, sorry, Ludwig.
Yeah.
We'll have him answer Randy Orton, which, if there's one guy that we've said it so many times, if there's
Hmm.
one person that I would have fought for to get on the card,
Hmm.
I don't know who you take off because so many fucking people are on the card.
Yeah.
But man, Ludwig was the guy that deserved it.
Yeah, Ludwig was absolutely the guy, and it's a bit of a shame he's not going to be on. That does line up, perhaps Rusev was going to answer that Open Challenge, and then the Owens injury happens, and they got to pivot a little bit. Ludwig answering the Orton Challenge doesn't really make much sense, so I don't see
No.
them going that route. But it is what it is in the long run. We say it all the time. Some guys just aren't going to make the cut every time, and it's a shame. But Ludwig has still got some time to go. He'll be all right.
Yeah, obviously hindsight's 2020, but you do think like, man, they could have went a few other routes. Hell, he could have been in the Intercontinental Championship
Hmm.
match. Could have made it a six-way with Sheamus. Like, it is what it is. The last like main topic from
Hmm.
SmackDown probably is Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, seemingly injured. I kind of noticed it during the match that, Ray seemed down on the outside. There was a doc out there, and Phoenix gets the win, and his arm gets half raised, and he runs out of the ring to go look at Ray. And he was getting kind of help to the back there, it seems. Ray might not make it tomorrow, which is crazy.
So I don't want to immediately be like storyline, 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 but
Yeah.
you can't help but not considering El Grande Americano did take out
Yeah, I
Phoenix.
mean, it's literally
Like,
like,
it's set up for Phoenix to just get slotted in
yeah.
as Ray's Mania replacement.
Yeah, it really like, obviously the injury, if it's that, is untimely, but I don't think they could have accidentally set up a like other potential opponent
Yeah.
better than they happened to with Ray Phoenix. I guess there's an idea that you could have Dragon Lee answer, but it can't be. It's got to be Ray Phoenix. If Ray Mysterio can't go, not looking good though for him, unfortunately. Injury one
Yeah.
day out to Mania.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're scheduled for Saturday, right?
I believe so. I believe so. Is
Yeah.
it Saturday? Maybe it's Sunday. I don't know, to be honest.
I mean, 50-50
Yeah,
shot.
whatever.
Uh,
If he's not good tomorrow, I don't think it's gonna be a good
yeah,
Sunday
yeah,
game.
yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that sucks. Ray's obviously a legend, but Honorary Uce asked for it.
Hmm.
I gotta mention, I love you, Rey Mysterio, but these promos, man. Look, I don't. No one is like, I love Rey Mysterio for his promo work. I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Nick Aldis right now.
It really is out of the video games,
It
man.
makes me love him even more.
It
That it's
does. It's
like,
kind of like cute. It's like
yeah,
adorable.
it's funny. He could kick the shit
Yeah,
out of us,
it's
and we're like,
Ray
it's
would
cute.
619 the shit out of me,
Yeah,
so
he'd
it's all
beat the
right.
shit out of
He'd
me
beat
with
the
one
shit
arm.
out of me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it is funny though. Ray is an absolute fucking
of
legend.
course.
Don't get me wrong, but the promos are fun. I think he's even admitted it that he's not really a promo
Yeah, I
guy, so it's
mean,
not a big deal. Yeah.
no one is like Ray's a promo
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and if anything, it makes him even better. Like a small guy
Yeah.
who isn't a promo guy
Natural.
has done all the things that he's done.
Hmm.
That makes it even more impressive. Like if he could fucking talk, then it's like, oh, it doesn't matter his size. Like he can sell any match
Yeah.
with his like he really can't talk and he's the greatest luchador of all
Of all
time.
time.
Like
Yeah. It's
like
yeah.
that is makes it even more impressive if we're
It
being
does. It
honest.
does. It's impressive. It's a bit hilarious as well. He
Yeah.
really has just a certain way to go about it that it kind of cracks me up. But Hope Ray is good. I would like to see the match stay as is, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. If they're gonna replace it with Phoenix, listen, I ain't gonna be mad. It is what it is. But what an untimely injury if it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, but we're going to find out, and you'll see our reactions when we find out because we'll be live right here on C2 Wrestling Saturday and Sunday. We'll also upload a little special NXT ski for Stand and Deliver. So make sure you're subscribed, have notifications turned on. Get down in the comments. You got to give a shout to the boys getting together
Hmm.
for WrestleMania. It's Mania season. Look, This happens once a year.
Yep.
And this is our first Mania, but it's the first of many. And the only way to see more is if you subscribe.
I said it at the beginning. Just click the buttons.
Do it
Now.
now.
Come on.
What are you waiting for?
God. Disrespectful.